The pre-service evaluations, due for completion in November 1959, were to eventually go on until March 1960. One of the specifications added in 1954 was that the F-105 should be capable of in-flight refueling, another recent innovation already being widely used. With an aeroplane like the F-105, this was a tricky proposition. For the fighter pilot to slow down to the same speed as the tanker left him with insufficient airflow over the wings to maintain lift. The top speed of the tanker and the lowest speed of the 105 were very close, and as you see, the fighter becomes very hard to maneuver, especially in the turbulence of the larger plane, and often stalls entirely. Attempts to alleviate the problem by adding jets to the tankers, as here to a B-29, didn't help all that much. All supersonic fighters had trouble until jet tankers raised the speed of refueling to safer levels. The tests confirmed the difficulty for the pilot of the fighter, and although successful couplings were made, the system remained largely impractical, not due to any failure of the F-105, but because of the inadequacies of the tankers. Having the drogue trail from the wingtip rather than from the tail of the plane removed the operation from the worst of the larger plane's turbulence and facilitated matters somewhat, but the tendency to stall remained. The equipment in use, the long drogue hose, did not help to make things any easier, with the requirement for the pilot of the fighter to maneuver onto the drogue. Not until this necessity was replaced by a system where he simply holds position in relation to the tanker and the operator in the tanker directs the connection, was refueling truly a practical affair. The F-105 was equipped with two types of refueling connector, and these were to see a lot of use in the Thunder Chief's career. Back at the end of 1954, Republic must have been wondering about the fate of the 105, and their anxiety can have only been slightly alleviated